What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Mary. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, welcome back. I love you to the moon and back. So guys, today's on a Sunday. I'm seated here in school. I'm on duty. So if you probably don't know, Mary is a high school teacher, and therefore I'm on duty. Schools resumed a week ago. So I'm here on duty with other 3 colleagues of mine. So let's just do some random talk. What would you want to know about Mary? So at least you know she's a high school teacher, and I'm trying to mark just to ensure that I'm set for the week. That is the coming week. That is next week. So I have a lot of books that are here on my desk. It is only that probably let me just turn the camera so that you can see that I have a lot of books. So the school that I teach at has a very big population, a huge population, and that is why, like, you need to sacrifice a lot and do the marking to ensure that you are ready for the next lesson. So I want to tell you a few things. Someone asked me previously that they would want to know the kind of subjects that I do teach. So I have the answer. You ready to get the answer? So I don't know why my video is not clear from that point. So let me move it here. Yes, here. So it's better there. So someone had asked me the type of subjects that I do teach, and I have the answer. Are you ready to hear? So if you're ready, the answer is go check out on my first videos that I did in this channel. And the feedback is right there, because I think the first 4 or 5 videos, I talked about what I teach in high school. So the answer is there. So go check out. And then someone asked, like, is this what I wanted to do? Like, did I really wanted to be a high school teacher all along? And the answer is no. When I was in high school, I wanted to be a nurse. I loved nursing. I don't know what made me love nursing so much, but I think sometimes it is because of their uniform. They look elegant in their white uniforms. And that is one thing that really made me want to do nursing. My elder sister keep on teasing me and asking me if really I would have loved, my working environment in the hospital and all that. Anyway, I wanted to be a nurse. So what happened along the way? So along the way, when I did my final high school exam, I did not perform so well in the science subjects. Like here in Kenya, we do physics, we do biology, and chemistry. I did not perform so well, and because of that, I ended up going to the university to pursue a degree in education, and that is why I'm a high school teacher. Do I love what I do? Absolutely yes. I love being a teacher. There's nothing as fulfilling as being a teacher, and especially a high school teacher. I'm talking from my own experience, so it doesn't mean that if you are a primary teacher, then maybe like putting you down. I'm talking out of my own experience. So I love being a high school teacher. I love it to the moon and back. And the reason is because of the kind of learners that I interact with. And most of them are teenagers. Hey guys, I love teenagers. I love teenagers with all my heart. And the reason is because teenagers are so easy to handle. It is only that most of us do not have time. We don't want to listen to them. We don't want to allow them to express themselves. Like, we are so judgmental, very judgmental, just ready, when they do any mistake, just ready for us to, like in a snap of a finger, to punish them, to condemn them, to bring them down and all that. So teenagers are very easy to handle, very easy, very easy. You just practice some of the things that I do talk in my videos. Check out on the videos. And most of my videos, most of my videos are videos that I try so much to negotiate between teenagers and parents. Teenagers on one hand, and then parents on the other hand. And the reason is because I'm passionate about them. If only you would take your time and understand the kind of children that they are. What is it that is actually disturbing them? Are they trying to discover some things? What is it? What is that thing that is actually like tickling them? Then you'll know how to handle them. So I'm passionate, and that is why I love being a high school teacher. Most of the time I interact with them, not even most of the time, like 95% of my time I interact with them in so many forums, in the classroom when I'm teaching, out of classroom when we are doing extra activities, and in other forums we interact a lot. We share and we talk about so many aspects that are disturbing them. And you'll realize that teenagers are just children at heart. They are not adults. They are not adults, and they are not children on the other hand, but they just have that like a child heart that needs to be taken care of. And that is why I find it very easy to talk about them. And guys, if you want to learn more, just check out on my videos. The other thing that I like so much about, someone asked me, why do you like talking about village life? And my feedback to them was very simple. Village life is so easy. So just a minute, let me post this. In one of my videos, or my interaction with people here in the streets of YouTube, someone asked me, why is it that I like so much talking about village life? Guys, it doesn't mean that I've never stayed in town. I've stayed in town for so many years. I've worked in bigger towns here in Kenya. And the reason why I love village life is because village life is so simple, very easy, very easy. You can imagine, if you want to enjoy your vegetables, what do? Just go to your kitchen garden, get vegetables, go cook them, take them to the table and enjoy with your family, unlike in towns. So most of the foods that are in town, and especially like vegetables, they are not authentic. They are not authentic. The word is authentic. Find out the meaning. So guys, they are not authentic because they are grown in sewages, like in Nairobi. Most of the vegetables that people get, they are not, like fresh from the farm. You cannot trust their sources. That is what I'm saying. You can't. And most of the time you'll find that even when you're eating them, like you have some doubt at the back of your mind. But here in the village, it is so simple because most people do small scale farming or large scale farming, and you'll find that these vegetables are available everywhere. They're just available everywhere. And because they are available everywhere, it will be easier for you to do what? To just go and pick. If you don't have a kitchen garden, you can go to your neighbor and buy. Like you can imagine, if you have 10 Kenyan shillings, you can get a lot of vegetables with that. But what about in town? How much do you need to buy vegetables that is going to be enough for you and your family? And you're going to realize that most of the times, even you can use 200 Kenyan shillings. That is around $1, $1.5. So you can imagine how much you will need just for like one meal. And that is why village lifestyle is very affordable, cheap. Eggs, you just have your chicks, you rear them, you get eggs. When it comes to milk, you don't need to go and buy milk that has added chemicals and all that. Those additives that are not good for our health. So in the village, you'll not find such. You just milk your cow. If you don't have a cow, you buy from your neighbor, and you'll just take your milk without having a lot of side effects in your body. So village life is simple. And then one thing that I really love about village life, and especially this one is especially for people that come from other countries. Like for example, people that stay in America, Australia, and Canada, you'll realize that there is something that is not very common with such nations. Something called being community. Being community, caring about your neighbor, interacting with your neighbor. And you'll agree with me if you stay in those countries that most of the time you may not even know who your neighbor is. Maybe you only see them in the morning when they are going to work, getting into their vehicles, going to work, but chances of you interacting with them is zero. Like you don't trust them. Every time you are walking out of your house, you are looking over your shoulder and all that. And the reason is because there's that aspect of being community, is not there. And also those who live in bigger towns, like in cities here in Kenya, like Nairobi, Kisumu, Nakuru, and such, you'll realize that most of the time our interaction with neighbors is very minimal, very minimal. But now come to the village and experience real being community. Here in the village, we care about everyone. Yeah. My neighbor is like my sister, my brother, my father, my mother. I interact with them freely. When you meet them along the way, you can strike a conversation and talk about different aspects. Just catching up, you'll greet them, you'll ask them how they feel, you'll invite them to attend, to your functions. But when, in comparison to those places that I've mentioned, you'll realize that everyone is for themselves or themselves, and then God is for everyone. Like nobody cares. Nobody cares and no one cares. So I don't know whether you would want to stay in the village or you're comfortable if you're living in town and all that. So there's a lot of goodies here in the village, a lot. If you have never experienced village life, then probably you can identify a village where you can go to and have an experience of your lifetime. And you will agree with me that it is so easy and very flawless as compared to town life. Everything is so easy. When we have functions like weddings, burials and such, people will just come in and support you fully. But when it comes to towns, then you just have to see how you are going to organize yourself in case you have emergencies like those ones that I have mentioned. So what do you think? So please, I would like to evaluate myself, and there is no way I can do it better without getting feedback from you. I would love to read your feedback in the comment section. Tell me what you think about what I do. What would you want to learn? Like in the village, what would you want me to showcase? When it comes to education, what would you want me to tell you about? But remember, it is our channel and we are here to learn and to educate ourselves and get the best out of this. So please remember to like, to share, and to subscribe. And don't forget to watch this video up to the end. Guys, let me go on with marking. So I have a lot of books here, and I need to mark them before the day comes to an end so that I get ready for the week ahead, that is tomorrow, and just to be in a safer place to attend to the learner's need. Goodbye for now and see you in the next video.